helped you guys be successful, and especially in pretty much the whole first half?
Definitely the O line. That's two or really three weeks in a row where the O line stepped up and really showed like they can. We got some playmakers on the O line, and being able to keep me clean uh, against this caliber of an opponent, one of the best teams in the country, and they did a great job keeping me clean. I feel like there was a lot of times where I was able to sit back there and hit my second, third, fourth reads, which is that's big time ball for a quarterback to be able to do that. And like we have one of the best O line in the country, so I feel really good about them going into conference and being able just to keep doing what we're doing.
Obviously, not the end result, and this is for both of you that you wanted, but talk about that first drive. You come out there. Coach talks so much about starting fast and putting some pressure on them. And you guys were able to do that today. Did it feel different? Did that have a different effect on the game?
Most definitely. Just like last week or 2 weeks ago, we just didn't make the plays that came to us. And I feel like this week, as a leader, I challenge the guys to respond. Just like myself, I challenge myself to respond. And I feel like offensively, we did that. We played a great team today. We're one of the best in the country, but I like where we're heading and where we're going.
Stone, you looked really a lot more decisive today as far as when you would decide, I'm going to run, I'm going to throw. Talk a little bit about that.
I mean, that's just a hats off to our O line, easy to make decisions whenever they're blocking people, and then our coaching staff. I feel like we had a great plan, and just the way they help us prepare, going through each look, kind of knowing what I'm going to do before the ball's even snapped, having a good picture. Just that Coach Daggy and the offensive staff, they do a great job of preparing us, and I felt extremely comfortable going into this game, like what I'm going to get. And at the end of the day, I mean, we missed some opportunities, but like it's a great stepping stone. I feel like our offense can do a lot of special things this year.
How you feeling?
I feel good. I just caught a cramp. So.
For both of you there at the end of the half, that was a huge play. Cut the deficit 28-14. If both of you just walk me through that play, and Elijah just did some ballerina work there.
Yeah, I mean, specifically that play, just trusting that my guys are going to get open I kind of knew what they were going to do pre-snap or what I was going to get. So being able to transition my eyes and just count on my guys to win. And at the end of the day, we did. So I feel like that was a great 2-minute drive against a team like that. Like we know we can move the ball. We just got to make those extra plays. And I'm proud of this team for being able to show what we showed that first half.
From my point of view, when I seen kind of the safety, he was kind of looking at me pre-snap, and I'm just like, okay, this might can come to me. And I seen him kind of try to shadow me from going inside, and I was just like, I'm gonna try to take it outside. And I look back and Stone throwing me the ball, and at the end of the day, I just want to respond and make a play for him. So it was a great play, and I'm just glad he had trusted me to make that throw, and I just had to do everything I can to make it for him. So.
Obviously circumstances being what they were in that second half, Stone leaves the game. Braylon has to, comes in and then goes out. Just how much did that change what you guys are able to do offensively when personnel is kind of back and forth like that?
I wouldn't even say it changes a little bit. I feel like with all the guys we got, I feel like we can all go in there and do something special. I just feel like it was just smart. It was late in the game, and I just feel like we were just trying to be smart and protect our guys. But at the end of the day, Bray, Stone, Colin, Cole, like it doesn't matter who's in. I feel like all those guys are just great competitors and great leaders. And at the end of the day, we're going as receivers, and we're going to try our best to make the plays for whoever's back there throwing us the ball.
Stone, he's quickly becoming one of your favorite targets. I mean, he catches the ball all 8 times you throw it to him there in the first half. But what is it about him that gives you that confidence that he's going to go make the play?
I mean, definitely props off to this guy responding after last week. I know there's a couple plays that he wished he had back last week, but like seeing him work this week with his head held high, like this guy's a dog. I told him every day this week, I'm like, dude, you're a dog. Don't let anybody tell you like differently, and he definitely showed it this week. And just because guys don't make a play here and there, like I miss throws obviously, and they still believe in me, and it's the same. Like I don't like not throwing to a guy because they miss opportunity. So just being able to continue to feed these guys, and I know after today he has a lot of confidence. So being able to do that says a lot about him as a person.
Hats off to him because he trusted still in me. Because at the end of the day, I know it's still kind of hard. You see one of your guys miss a dime, and you're just like, ah. But no, this week was we just challenged ourselves to respond, and that's what we did. And hats off to him because he came in here and responded.
Coach talks all the time about controlling what you can control, and when you guys did that today, both offensively and defensively, it worked. What kind of message does that send to you guys? Just kind of confirm what you already thought about yourselves. You can compete with anybody when you're on.
It's the same thing. It was. I feel like it was just vice versa this week, and we came in here and we gave them a fight, and at the end of the day, they were one of the best teams in the country. So it was everybody in the world was fighting against us. So, but at the end of the day, we came in here and showed that we can compete. And at the end of the day, I know we're ready for Sunday to watch the film and review and then attack for Western Michigan.
You guys have both described Ohio State as one of the best teams in the country. What is it about them that stands out?
Everything. I mean, their D-line, their back end, their linebackers, like they got some playmakers. They got, a lot of guys that are going to get drafted, and it builds a little bit of confidence whenever we're going against teams like this, because like, hey, I can do it too. So just being able to trust the playmakers we have, and then like our O-line is elite. So I just want to continue to say that, like, we got a great group of guys right there. So
I would just say they just play fundamentally sound football, a lot of clean football, and at the end of the day, they just got playmakers, just like every team in the country. But they just played together today, and you just seen why they're one of the best teams in the country. But at the end of the day, I love our team. I love where we're headed, and I'm excited for the rest of the year.
definitely. Yes.
Can't wait to get to the job.
Not a lot of people know this, but last week was the biggest game I ever played in, and then this week was the biggest game I've ever played in. So like it's I'm super blessed, and like God gets all the glory for just putting me in these positions. Like this is the kind of game where you dream about as a little kid. So like I just glory to God, because you just got to take it day by day.
Anything further for these guys?
Thank you guys.
They had the athletes. We knew that they were going to come out. They're explosive. They're fast. They're strong, and ultimately just they're big. So we knew that we was going to have to play fundamentally sound, and sometimes we lack that in the game that we just played. But like I said, they're a good team, one of the best teams, and I think at sometimes we did good things, and at other times we could have improved on other things.
When you look back at your guys start defensively, obviously you give up the big play a little bit, snap couch a little bit out of position there, but you buckle down, you come up with a turnover. Just did that kind of confirm some of the things you've seen on film the first couple of weeks about your guys on defense? Yeah.
So Ohio State, they're one of those type of teams where if you slip up and make one little mental mistake, physical mistake, or even anything such as a footwork mistake, like you're gonna get like highlighted, like they're gonna know that they're doing it. So when you play teams like that, it's kind of like you really got to be dialed in and locked into everything that you're doing, because one simple mistake could ultimately lead to a 70-yard touchdown. Like they got them guys that can stick their foot in the ground and go, and then they also got some guys that can run down the field and catch. So I think that they were just a great football team, and little things like if whatever we mess up on will really get exposed.
About Josh's pick.
Oh yeah, J-Mo's he's my dog. J-Mo came a long way. I love that guy to death. He puts in the work on and off the field. He knows the defense up and down, and he's just a great guy overall.
Coach is big on talking about controlling the things you can control. Did you think you did that for as long as you guys could today?
I think we controlled it for the most part. First quarter and half of the second, we controlled things. We made some plays. They made some plays. And when you face a team like us that just doesn't roll over and just gives up, it's going to be kind of difficult to make as many explosive plays. But if we just dialed into what we have to do and things like that, then it can limit the mistakes.
They're there to start the second quarter. It was a tie game. The offense gets stopped short on fourth down, and you guys end up with a short field. Ohio State takes the lead there. Just how difficult was it to play with that short field? Knowing some of the weapons they had, on offense.
Coming off the short field, we knew that they had the number 32 Henderson. They got, I think he might even be an All-American by the end of this year. Number 4, he's a receiver. They got them kind of dudes that are explosive and they make plays. So when it's short yardage and we know that they kind of have a got to get situation, that their chances are going to be a little bit more overall, just because the type of guys that they got. So I think that it puts a little bit more stress on us, but I don't really think it's anything that we couldn't handle.
Just to clarify, which player were you saying could be an All-American, Smith or Henderson?
Number 4, the receiver.
Okay,
the freshman
Smith.
receiver.
Yeah. Coach Huff had talked about how you guys weren't missing tackles. Ohio State was breaking them. Is that frustrating or like exciting? Because you know that you probably aren't going to go against guys of that size and speed.
I think a little bit of both, only because type of guys they are. These are one of the top best guys in the country. So I don't really think we missed tackles. I think they were breaking tackles for sure. And it's kind of difficult because you don't really want to practice tackling that much in season. So it's kind of hard to kind of know how to tackle and when to tackle and when to wrap up on his legs or go high or whatever. It's kind of difficult because you don't really work that as much during the season, only just to prevent injuries and stuff like that. So I think it's a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, when you got guys like them, you really have to lock in on the fundamentals of tackling.
This time last year, not many people were talking about Mike Green. This year, you're not going under anybody's radar. Has that changed the way you approach the game, and has it changed the way people are playing?
Yeah, I think I definitely came a long way. Marshall was a stepping stone for me. When I'm entering the field, I think that I sometimes put a lot of pressure on myself, only because of the standard that everybody holds me up to. Everybody knows that I'm the guy that they're going to need a play out of. They know that I'm the guy that's going to be like, hey, pick up your head. They know that I'm the guy that's going to push them when we're running sprints. So it's kind of like I got all these types of different groups of people that rely on me, and you're going to get stressed out a little bit simply because of the pressure that you can be feeling at the time. And when you release the pressure and do what you're supposed to do and make some plays, it's rewarding just to know that all these guys are counting on you and you're going out and you're doing your thing.
And you come up with a sack there. The defensive line has had a lot of success early on. I know a lot of what you guys do is comparing yourself to the other defense. You're trying to outperform them.
Yeah.
When you're making plays like that puts you right there, huh?
Yeah. Our team and our defense, our room, we all rely on the defensive line. So when we're out there and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, the whole team was up. If we're out there making plays, the whole team feeds off of our energy. If we're just doing what we're supposed to be doing, it can put on more energy to the offense and vice versa. So I think as long as the defensive line keeps rolling, that the team just naturally gravitates to the defensive line energy. And we did a good job of rotating guys in and making sure that some of these young guys are getting this kind of college experience. So when their time comes, it's going to be beneficial for them. Guys like Braden Ward and JC, excuse me. When those young guys get to enter a stadium like this and play inside of it, it takes a lot more stress off of them when it comes to playing these conference games.
Along those lines, you played at Tech, at Ohio State. If you didn't know how good you guys could be, you had a bunch of newcomers. Do you have a better feeling of what you can do in the conference and the rest of the way?
Yeah, for sure. We've been playing these P4 schools, and it kind of shows that we can compete with them. It shows that we can hang in there. We can make plays just as much as them. you got to think about it. Half of our team probably don't came from P4 schools. So I think that we definitely got the guys to compete with these schools. I mean, sometimes like you can lack like the amount of food you get and the facilities and all that other kind of stuff. But I think ultimately, like the guys that we got right now has the same talent, has the same mindset, has the same ability to play football as any other college player out here. So I think that's what we kind of rely on and what we lean on. And I just think that that's why we can become a great team.